Mr. Washburn has invited a guest speaker to come and talk to his class about her small business, a hair salon. Watch as Mr. Washburn uses the class before to prepare the students for the guest speaker.
Good morning.
Good.
So for next class, we're going to have a guest speaker come in. Her name is Sarah Howell, and she owns a hair salon business called Hair World. So for today, I want you to think about what kinds of questions you want to ask her about running her business. So go ahead and take a moment, think about your questions, then I will write them down and we'll talk about them.
Can we ask some of the questions using the 6 Bs?
Lima, that's excellent. Actually, that is a great idea. Now, which of the 6 Ps do you want to use?
I would like to ask her about the plan. How she planned her business before she started.
How did she
plan the business?
Plan the business?
Yeah, how she started the business.
Is a good one. Okay, anybody else have a question?
How does she know that the price of to charge?
The price, yes. That's a good one. So, okay, tell me more. So what do you want to know about pricing specifically?
Also, how much you want to charge each product?
Each haircut,
each
product.
Haircut, yeah. Each haircut.
I see what you mean, yes.
Yeah.
Because they're different.
Yes.
Each haircut's different.
Yes.
How do you know how much to charge? So what about promotion? How does promotion fit in?
Promotion. She can get help by other businesses by making more interviews so they can be interested in her business to get, a little bit attracted on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, promotion.
So maybe
or she can
like
go to another company that do the same thing that she do, so they have the same.
Okay, so maybe making a deal with
some
other companies.
Yeah.
Or maybe making a commercial.
Promotion. How she can? Is that mean how she can get a?
Yeah.
How does she find the customer?
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
How do you find customers? Because that's what promotion is. Very good. Now what about paperwork? We were just talking about this.
I went to Kenya. What does she ask to do this? Like to computer.
Mm-hmm. So do you use a computer or do you use paper?
Yeah.
Keeping records is important for knowing if you're succeeding or failing in your business, right? You need to keep track of that.
Yes.
Okay.
Did she go to a hair school or did she learn it on her own?
Right. Very good. So you want to know how she selected her product. So did she go to school or did she learn it on her own? Okay, I think these are all really good questions. So what we'll do is she'll come in and give her a moment to explain how she's running her business, and then she'll give you a chance to ask some questions. Okay?
Now that Mr. Washburn has prepared his class, he schedules a meeting with the small business owner, Sarah Howell. He will use the meeting to inform Ms. Howell what the class has been learning and what questions they might have, and also prepare her for the students' language level so the information is accessible to the students.
Sarah, thank you so much for agreeing to come speak to the class. I know they're all really looking forward to hearing about your business. Now, the thing is, we've been learning about business through a framework of 6 Ps, and that's product, process, price, paperwork, promotion, and plan. So the thing is, the students have all organized their questions for you around those topic areas. So if I could just give this to you.
Perfect. This is really helpful.
The thing is, they're all intermediate English speakers, and they can speak well enough to be easily understood. But it's really helpful if you simplify whenever possible.
I thought I might share some of my flyers and brochures so they see all that I have to offer, but maybe I'll cut that to 1 or 2 pieces.
So our class is about 60 minutes long, and I was thinking about introducing you in the beginning of class, so that way you could tell them about the business for about 15 to 30 minutes, and then they can take some time to ask you some questions. And I know they're going to have a lot of questions for you, but it's okay if you can't get to them all. And if you take up the entire class, it's totally fine. It's completely fine. And if not, I'll have other activities for them to do afterward.
Okay, that sounds like what I was thinking.
Okay, great. Oh, and also, if you could share your business card with them, that would be great, because I know they would love to potentially get in touch with you in case they had more questions or if they wanted to start another business.
Yes, that's no problem. I'd be happy to be a resource for them.
Great, thank you.
Notice that Mr. Washburn shared the 6 P's framework with Miss Howell so that she and the students could talk about starting a small business using the same language. He also provided general guidelines about the students' language levels for Miss Howell to consider. Finally, he made sure Miss Howell was okay with being a resource for the students later when they started their own businesses. Now watch as the preparation Mr. Washburn has done leads to a successful guest speaker experience for the students and the speaker.
All right, good morning. Today we have our guest speaker with us, Sarah Howell, owner of Hair World Salon. She's going to talk about her experience in business with us today. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me to come and share my story about business. I own a salon called Hair World. I decided to start a beauty salon because I enjoy helping people feel beautiful. So that's how I started Hair World. Now, do you have questions for me?
Hello, Mr. Hera. How do you know what price to charge?
That's a great question. I actually did visit a lot of different salons while I was in beauty school, but when I first opened my salon, I decided to keep my prices a little lower than the competition because I was just starting out and building my client base.
I don't know how to make a beauty. We have come here, like I can see and go to school that time. You are my friend. You come every day in school. You look like a beauty, and your hair is so nice and soft. And you learn here about that in school, or you do on ourselves in home. Do you have a skin? Can you tell me about that?
Well, when I was a little girl, I always liked doing my hair and my mom's hair and my sister's hair. So when I was old enough, I decided to actually attend beauty school and get a certificate for it. So now that I have my salon, I keep my certificate on the wall so that my clients can see that I've had formal training. And I feel this also allows me to charge a more competitive price.
Ms. Howell, thank you so much for sharing your time with us today.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and thank you all for your very thoughtful questions. I really enjoyed sharing my journey in business with you.